Hawks lays an egg by Butterfly Apocalypse on AO3. Episode 16, Chapter 7. Dabi woke up, God knows how long later, with a pounding headache and an ache in his chest, and he felt cold. And Hawks wasn't there. 0 out of 10, 1 star, would not recommend to a friend. Will not be shopping here again. Where was he, even? It felt like he was laying on the floor, and he could hear murmured voices. He groaned and stretched, and he was surprised to find a thin blanket thrown over him. Sitting up, he realized he was laying somewhere in the bar, on the ground, with a blanket over him. His head protested when he stood up, but he ignored it. He'd had worse. He followed the sounds of the voices to the back of the room, where it was illuminated by yellow light that made his headache unbearable. He pressed on. Lead him to the bait, then Compress can do his thing. We can then either let Dabi do the honor, or Shigaraki. Do the honors of what? Dabi asked, squinting. Immediately everyone turned their papers over. Twice threw his body over the table to hide whatever plan they were making, and Toga planted herself with her arms spread wide to block Dabi's view. Unfortunately, all of this was mute, because on the oversized whiteboard behind the table, there was a sloppy, but still recognizable drawing of a stick figure Hawks, with arrows pointed to another drawing of a box, popped up with a stick and fried chicken under it. On top of the board, in large block letters, was Operation Kill, Maim, or Otherwise Destroy Hawks. Dabi was pretty sure Toga had drawn the econs. Too late, Compress noticed the board and flipped it over. All this did, however, was reveal the betting pool on how long it would take Dabi to realize he was in love with Hawks, recorded on the other side. He generously decided to ignore that. For now. Spinner began. Planning a surprise? You're planning to, kill, maim, or otherwise destroy Hawks? Dabi deadpanned. Surprise, Twice offered. Happy birthday, Toga put in. Dabi snorted. Nice try, not my birthday. Spinner, Toga shouted. Mark November 27th off the days that are not Dabi-kun's birthday calendar. Got it. Spinner dutifully pulled out a small calendar and crossed out the date. Only 292 more days of guessing until we get it. Toga gasped. Unless you were born on a leap year. No. Aw. She pouted. Spinner. On it. Does anybody want to tell me why you are plotting to kill Hawks? Or maim, Spinner interrupted. Or otherwise destroy. Compress finished. It's alarmingly relish. Yes, all that. Dabi agreed. Why? He broke your heart. We remove his parts. Toga sing-songed, Twice nodded in agreement. Spinner cleared his throat. He's a disgrace to heroism and Stain would want him dead. I just think it would be fun. Mr. Compress shrugged. Dabi pressed his fingers into his throbbing temples. Okay, I can understand you four. But Kirigiri, Shigaraki, you don't even care. Shigaraki casually turned the large stack of paper sitting in front of him to dust. I don't care. There's no proof. Kirigiri promptly straightened his vest. We agreed killing Hawks would be a wise strategy move. Yes, it's strategy. Shigaraki put it quickly. Now he's not joining the league. He's a threat to us. Plus, it boosts our reputation if we take down the number 2 hero. Dabi supposed that was fair. Okay, Kirigiri repeated. You're on board? Dabi shrugged. Whoever's plan is on the whiteboard will work. Yes, Toga cheered. I told you. No way, Spinner disagreed. Really? Yeah. He'll see unattended chicken and burnt instincts will kick in. Once he's in the dark of the box, he'll think it's night and go to sleep. Dabi exclaimed. I cannot tell if you're joking or not, Compress murmured. Dabi shrugged again. Give it a shot. See how it works out for you. I think, Kirigiri began, that you are a biased source regarding hawks. Dabi snorted. No shit. But Dabi-kun, Toga tugged on his sleeve. Don't you want to kill Hawks-kun for breaking your heart? He didn't break shit, Dabi insisted. And no, not particularly. If you haven't noticed, he sort of has our son. That's why we're going to kidnap Ami-kun after killing Hawks-kun, Toga exclaimed in a jovial voice. I don't want to be a single father, Dabi protested. We would help you raise Omelette, of course, said Kirigiri. Oh, well that changes everything. Dabi rolled his eyes. Don't kill Hawks. But Dabi-kun, whined Toga. The sooner he's dead, the sooner you get over him. Dabi entertained, for a moment, the idea of killing Hawks. It would be super easy. Just get him with his pants down, literally or metaphorically, and he was a sitting duck. He could pull Hawks into a seething kiss, and then send them both up in flames. Dabi would survive, of course, and Hawks would be fried chicken. Now, normally, Dabi got, at the very least, some grim satisfaction from the idea of suffocating someone out. But when Hawks was the one going up in flames, it made his heart rate kick up. His stomach twisted, and he was pretty sure it was not because of the hangover. Damn, he must really love Hawks if the idea of killing him has him worked up. It happened when he imagined any of the other leagues killing Hawk too. It was frightening how much Hawks being alive was necessary for Dabi's world to turn normally. Was this what love was? Not wanting someone to die gruesomely at your or your own friend's hands? Maybe he also didn't want Omelette to die. Dabi was beginning to sense a pattern. He put his head in his hand. What was happening to him? He was experiencing emotions, and not just like one or two. He was experiencing like 5 entire emotions at once. This was unpredictable, and his system was not equipped for it. He wanted to turn his brain off and turn it back on, without saving his work so he could just go back to his original version. Dabi-kun? Toga asked. Dabi didn't look up. The light was too bright. His head was full of too many emotions, and his chest was beginning to feel achy again. He did glance up in surprise when he felt 2 slender arms wrap around him. It's okay, Dabi-kun, Toga whispered. She was hugging him. Toga was hugging Dabi. Unconventionally, this added to a new emotion to the foray of Dabi's mind, but pleasantly this new emotion muffled the other ones, like a blanket. He didn't hug her back, but he stood still and let her hug him. He let her soothe away the sharpness of his feelings. He didn't want Toga to die either, he realized. Does that mean he loved her? Maybe, Dabi thought. I've loved a lot without noticing. The idea seemed kind of ridiculous, that you could love without noticing, but maybe it was hard to hear love's whispering when hate yelled so loud. More Angst, basically, is what we're getting. I will say, the next part of this chapter, because I did cut it off, because I thought it would be, nice to cut it off there. Also because I'm trying to catch up. Currently, I'm no longer with that 5-day, grace period. I have a 1-day grace period. So I'm recording this the day before it goes, posted. Which, some might think, oh, well, that's good. You're still, ahead. No, that's not good. I need it more. Because if I get sick, or if I need a break, I take that 1-day break, and y'all don't get a video. It's basically what's happening, right? So I need to hurry that up, especially considering I'm gonna start my job soon, and I don't know what the hours of that's gonna be yet, or anything like that, and I don't know how I'm gonna juggle that. So I need to get my grace period out of the way. So Be expecting a lot of shorter videos because I need to get my grace periods out of the way. Anyways, but yeah, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.